we met this character, Cassian Andor, in Rogue One, which was the movie that took place between those two. And now we're getting his origin story. That was such a moment for Star Wars, and also such a moment for just, culture at large and visibility. And I think about how, little kids like yourself, saw this and heard your accent in a Star Wars project, and not a British accent or an American accent. That must have felt to you like some enormous step forward, and how great to be part of that history, because it has made such a big difference and an impact on a lot of kids' lives.
Definitely. I mean, I'm still very honored and still a little surprised about this whole thing. When I was called the first time to be part of this world, and when I was asked to play Cassian, I was like, really, is this actually happening? I never worked in my life thinking of this as a possibility. I thought this was not going to happen, but not in a good or a bad way. It was just not part of the future I imagined for myself as an actor, and I think things are changing in a great way. I think the industry is reacting to something that can't be stopped, which is this beauty of the interaction between cultures and just, the richness of diversity. The stories have to reflect on that. The audiences are speaking, basically, and I love it. I think there's something amazing happening where audiences have a power today that they didn't have before. Before there was people telling no, people don't want to see that, or people really want to see this, or like if you wrap it into this amazing paper, they'll buy it. But today what people want to see or not.
Yeah, and if you get it wrong, you're going to get massacred on Twitter.
What do you mean, myself? No, you mean...
No, I just mean Hollywood needs to,
okay.
They're really listening to the audience.
Don't scare Diego.
No, Diego, never you.
I am getting out of Twitter right now. No, but it's true, and it's interesting, because also I think we as audience have to reflect on that responsibility. Today, when we buy a ticket, when we press watch, we're sending a message. And when we don't, we're sending a message. So, we are now, we have to understand that we have a voice, and we have to use it. And I think there's a lot of people out there using their voice, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
How much do you interact or pay attention to? Because when you're in the Star Wars, it's one thing to be an actor and in the public eye and, dealing with social media, because it's, it's a double-edged sword for sure. But when you're in a Star Wars project, I mean, it's times 1,000. So how much do you look at, how much do you engage with fan feedback on social media about this? Although I think in your case, it's been generally really positive.
Yes, so far, yes. And I like the tool. I definitely use it. I don't engage in going back and forth, I like witnessing, and I use it for that, which is important. I come from theater. I'm used to that interaction, I really seek for, getting a response that would transform me as a performer, in a way. Theater does that, and I think sometimes movies or the screen just alienates you from that. You don't get that response, you don't get affected, and I do like getting affected because that helps me grow. That doesn't mean I go too deep into like hate and toxic voices. I avoid, but I do like hearing the response. It's important. And I don't know, I don't see it as I see it as something positive, the huge expectation around a show like this, the huge expectation of the fan base of Star Wars is amazing. I've been all my life trying to get people's attention to watch my shit. That like it's different this time. You go like, oh, they not just want to watch it, they want to love it. I was at the Star Wars celebration, and that amount of love and passion and excitement for what you're doing, you can just celebrate that, man. It's like, that's heaven, I know someone's gonna watch it. That already is something to celebrate.